I know a certain podcast host who likes to go right at the World Showcase. Being an experienced Disney World guest, I'm surprised at this. Don't you know they could run out of margaritas in Mexico by the time you make it through the 3-hour tour around World Showcase? Why risk it? Go left, man. That's free advice, and you'll get that and more this week as we go Geekin on Walt Disney World. Welcome to episode 63 of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your co-host, Curtis Stone, and I'm joined each week with the sweetest, the cutest, and smartest Disney daughter in the world, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay.
Hello. Hello.
How are you, Lindsay?
I'm doing good. Happy to be back.
What do you mean? You were back last week.
I know.
You only missed one.
Yeah, but I don't like missing them. I like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. And speaking of hanging out, guess what, Lindsay? Well, you already know. You don't have to guess. But we're going to be joined monthly with a super geek roundtable of Disney World experts. And I might add, they're also travel agents. And let me introduce first the ladies. Ladies first. Sarah Chapman is back. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing. Hey, Sarah, I don't think you made it to our other roundtables that were so much fun, did you?
I was not. I think that may have been when I was on vacation or trying to get ready to go on vacation.
Right. And we're going to talk tonight. We're going to talk about trip reports. And I'll tell you some format that we're going to get through with this monthly Super Geek Roundtable. I'm so excited about it. But this time we're going to do trip reports with Sarah because she just got back. And also our fun friend, Erika Murphy. Hi, Erika.
Hi, Kurt and Lindsay.
And gang.
And gang.
Yeah, we actually started getting into your trip report a little bit, which gave me the idea. We were going to get into detail with your last trip. You ready for that?
I am so ready.
And also, let's not forget the other gentleman, so I'm not out. What, women? I don't know. So it's not all women and me. Brian Wall is here. Hi, Brian.
Tomorrowland Transit Authority Metroliner non-stop now departing Rocket Tower Plaza Station for a round-trip Super Skyway tour.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yes,
I just jumped on the TTA.
Are you the voice of the TTA? The voice of the TTA wannabe.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
Good. Where'd you get that little sound clip?
It's a ringtone on my phone.
Then you qualify as a super geek for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, welcome. This is the Super Geek Roundtable, and I think this is my idea that I shared with these guys, and they all agreed, even after I told them what I was thinking of doing. And I think we're going to concentrate mostly on trip planning because I haven't done much of that on the podcast. We did that a long time ago, episode 8, Erika. That was. I look back last time we did that. Trip planning. So we're going to go into real deep detail, I think. I'm going to go into my blog and do some blogging on this and collect this. One of the things I've been thinking about all the time at work, I have someone will walk up to me and ask me for tips and trip planning. I want to be able to hand them a piece of paper or send them an email with all my tips so I don't have to restate it every time they ask me. Here, read this and then we'll talk. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to start a little blog post of my planning tips, and then you guys can check those out, and we can use that as content for some podcasts coming up. Now, the other idea, we did this once before with a friend of mine, Gail, where we had her come on, and Sarah helped us out, and we answered some of her trip planning questions, and that was a lot of fun. That was a heavily done podcast, too. And so anyone who's listening out there, if you'd like to be a guest on this roundtable, and we can bring on others too, not just the people that we have. These guys are going to be our regulars, but I plan on bringing other guests on, especially if it's a night where Lindsay can't make it.
Yeah.
If you're working, Lindsay works nights.
Yeah, unfortunately. So.
All right. So, hey, you guys, tell me, let's start with Sarah. How long have you been going to Disney World, and how long have you been a travel agent for Disney?
I have been going to Disney World since and my first trip was in 6th grade. And so I would date myself if I told you exactly when that was.
You don't have to do that.
But a good many years now. And I've been a travel agent since 2012, so about 3 years.
Okay, and you're quite busy, I know.
Yes, I am very busy,
You
which
go.
is a good thing. I'm thankful for that.
Yes. And how about Erika?
Yes, hi.
How long have you been going to Disney World?
My first trip to Disney was, let me think now, I have to do some math. 1979, I think.
Wow. Good guess.
I was about 6 years old. And of course, back then it was just the Magic Kingdom. There weren't any other parks, but I have a lot of photo memories of the old days.
Nice. Old
And
school.
took a few trips there as a kid, but didn't really start going obsessively until around 1997, I think is when I started really hitting it.
Caught the bug.
Yeah.
How long you been doing travel for others?
I'm new to travel. I was an unofficial travel agent, just kind of helping friends and people. People were always messaging me and asking me for help. And then I decided I'm just going to do this as like a job.
Yeah.
So it's been about a year and a half and I love it.
Awesome.
It's really fun.
I know last time you were on, you said you've been going like once a month over the last year.
Yeah, I went a lot last year. It was a little bit crazy.
That's awesome.
And how about Brian? What's your history with the Disney World and the travel stuff?
My history, I guess I first started going to Disney parks when I think it was like 5 or 6. Went to Disneyland with my parents. We were out on the West Coast and we spent a day at Disneyland and then went a couple of times as a kid and then didn't really catch the bug, I guess, so to speak, until I went on a trip in college. And then from that point started going on a couple solo trips, and then just recently have gone over the last couple of years with my family. But I've only been doing the travel agent thing, kind of like Erika, just for about a year and a half. And for me, it's like a side job. I have a real air quote job,
Right.
and then
You're
I'd
moonlighting.
love to be able to do it full time. Don't get me wrong. And Erika, I want to have a conversation with you and try to figure out how to get down to Disney World once a month and how to sell that to my wife. I don't know. So, but yeah, I don't get to go as much as everybody else, but I mean, I love it and I'm always on top of it and always planning for people. So it's fun. I love it.
Sarah's been going. Sarah, how many times did you go in the last year?
We usually end up about 3 to 4 times a year down there.
And you've been going with the travel agent.
I did. I went to the conference this past November, the earmarked conference for authorized Disney vacation planner agencies, I guess you'd call them, back in November. And then I went to a Universal travel agent then back in March. So that's fun, too, to get to go professionally.
Yeah. And now, Sarah, you're in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
And Erika, you are whereabouts?
I live in Indiana.
And Brian's in?
I'm in northern Illinois. I'm on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin. So
we sort of got the Midwest and Southern, and I'm in the Northeast. Got
And I'm
that
in
covered.
Florida.
I wish I was in Florida.
That's okay. Montana and Wyoming still haven't downloaded us, so until we get them 2 states.
yeah, what's with those people?
I don't know. They're just not
We gotta
into it.
figure that out.
Got too far to go. Too long of a drive, I guess. All right, I'm gonna do a little Mama Says because I gotta get people caught up with some couple things here, and one of them, I don't know if you guys have seen this, and of course you might, if you listen to the podcast, you know I'm dying to buy into Polynesian DVC, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But we always like to watch those webinars that they do, and there's one coming up. She told me the date that I guess they have a group of dates, but mine's in first part of May. And you can win a 5-day vacation if you currently are a DVC owner. And I think if you are not a DVC owner, you can win like 3 years worth of points. I'm not sure how many points, but that's a pretty good thing. I wonder if they're giving away a picture. They usually give a little lithograph away too. I don't know if they're doing that. Maybe they'll convince me to buy this time. I'm going to take another look. But yeah, that is out there. So check that out if you're interested. The other fun thing, Lindsay and Mom called me Friday about 3:30 at work, all excited, planning my next trip in August when I have to go down and pick up Lindsay. So we're going to drive her car back to Connecticut when she's done with the college program. Now, I had thought that I would just drive down or fly down on a Friday, take the Friday off from work, stay one night, and then basically make a 2-day trip back to Connecticut. And they have other plans, right, Lindsay?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I always thought that you were going to stay for a couple days to enjoy Florida and Disney, because why fly all the way down here if you're not going to stay for a little bit? So, we ended up booking the Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kanani Village, DVC, as well as a night at the beach club. So we got 3 nights, just a trip for me and my dad. So.
Yeah, I thought it was Jumbo House.
Yeah, we did Jumbo House.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Because Jumbo is the one with right at the lodge instead of Kidani, which is the main DVC that's up the road a piece from.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd rather be at the lodge. And so that's exciting. I get to stay at the Animal Kingdom Lodge for the very first time for 2 nights. Mm-hmm. And Lindsay, you wanted to stay at the beach club one night. So we kicked it around. We were going to think of maybe Wilderness Lodge too. But anyways, we found those out on the DVC website. We can book our nights online, and they were available. And we're excited. I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna have I'll have to drive home Sunday and Monday, then go to work on Tuesday. So I got a little mini vacation out of it. And
Curtis, you know what?
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom Lodge is a really far ways away from Hoop-de-Doo.
Well, Hoop-de-Doo is going to happen on the trip coming up in first week of June. So we're hoping Lindsay, now we never know really exactly what nights she has off, and we want to plan. So it's hard to book it, but did we book it already, Linz, the Hoop-de-Doo?
No, but we're going to, because I got a day off, guaranteed. I requested a day off.
Oh, so. Okay. And yeah, they have teased me. The family has said we're going to do it, never do it. And this is going to be the first time I think I'm going to get finally to do it. So I'm always excited about, doing firsts and going to have that's going to be a first time at the Polynesian DVC. We're going to spend 3 nights there. And I'm going to do the Hoop-de-Doo for the first time. And I hope to do my Scotch flight over at the Rose and Crown. So there's a couple of the ones I'm thinking of. For this
sounds like a good opportunity for a live review from a live show from Hoop-de-Doo.
Yeah, from the Hoop-de-Doo. Yeah, I'll turn my recorder on and get all the corny jokes. I hope I don't get thrown out of the Hoop-de-Doo.
Yeah.
That'd be embarrassing.
Just do the Scotch flight after, then you won't. So.
Yeah, I can't wait to do my live trip reporting from the Polynesian. You guys will really be jealous. You can hear the music in the background, hopefully. And I'm hearing the pool is all set. I think Erika told me, right? The pool is all ready. She's still there?
Oh, I'm here. Which pool?
The lava pool at the Polynesian.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you'll get to enjoy that.
Now, I want to get into you guys' trip reports, and I know something Sarah did that I really want to talk about, and we'll get into that, which is the new Trader Sam's at the Polynesian. I saw pictures of you down there, and so we'll talk about that. But let's, I'm going to go in a little format that's kind of typical of planning, which is, first few questions are going to be, when did you go? Who went? How long? Where'd you stay? And then we'll start getting into what you ate. So let's go. She's giggling. Sarah, when did you go? And why did you go at that time?
Well, we went Easter week. So we arrived on Good Friday on the 3rd? And we stayed through the following Sunday. So we were there about 10 days.
Nice.
We chose that time to go, excuse me, because I have 2 somewhat older boys. I have a high school age student, a sophomore, and a middle schooler, and it's just getting tougher and tougher to take them out of school. I didn't have any qualms with doing that when they were in elementary school, but they're protesting it a little bit more now too, as far as catching up on work. So we had to go sometime when they were scheduled to be sort of out of school.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things when you're scheduling. When to go is many times dictated when the kids are out of school.
Yes, that was definitely the case with this situation. I was worried about it. I was worried about the crowds. We've been Easter week before, not for a full week at Walt Disney World. We've gone a couple of days after a cruise, or we've done just a couple of days at resorts and not really worried about the parks, just kind of hung out at the resort. But I was pleased, I guess, surprised and pleased that the crowds weren't any worse than they were. And getting up at the crack of dawn paid off, and we were done with everything at Magic Kingdom, early in the day, because the extra magic hour started at 7, and we were there at 7.
So the rules of managing the parks worked even on that's like a spring break time then too.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think probably the week before was projected to be a little busier than the week after Easter Sunday, but so we had a taste of a little bit of both sides. But yes, basic park touring strategies work even when it's holiday crowds.
Awesome. That's good to know. And Erika, when did you go?
I was down the week of March 21st. So just a little bit before Easter, a couple weeks before Easter.
Excellent. How long did you go for?
Well, I was actually ended up being down there for about a little over 2 weeks, because it ended up kind of morphing into 2 trips. Darn.
Yeah, you got to teach us all these tricks.
So the kids, of course, had spring break, and ironically, I have a sophomore and a middle schooler. So, they really can't miss any school, at all.
Right.
It's just at their ages, it's nearly impossible. Even if they miss a day, it can be really, really hard to get it made up. So I actually sent them home and stayed on another week with my mom and did like a mother-daughter trip.
Wow.
That's really nice.
Very nice.
It's really fun.
That sounds, I can't wait when I'm down there with Lindsay in August just to be father-daughter for a few days.
Yeah, it was really fun. It's such a different trip without the kids.
Yeah.
It's even though it seems like maybe 2 weeks would be too long, it really was 2 totally different experiences. So,
and it still went Disney fast, right?
Of course, always, yeah.
So, Brian and Lindsay, you have anything to add there to those questions, or shall I move on?
No, go ahead.
All right, so let's talk about where you guys stayed, and let's go, Sarah. Where'd you stay?
We started out at the Grand Floridian, which was the first for us, and then we stayed the last 2 nights over at the Beach Club because we just love Stormalong Bay and being able to walk over to Epcot, especially during either Flower and Garden or Food and Wine. It's just so nice to pop over there and eat and walk around the World Showcase. Love that.
So what'd you think of the Grand Floridian?
I loved it. I'm totally spoiled.
I know, isn't it hard? Like, I had nothing bad to say about Pop Century, but when you stay at one of those deluxe resorts, you really are spoiled, and it's another level of fun.
Yes, my husband teases me that I am a deluxe girl, but this was the deluxe of the deluxe, I guess. And I think what made it really nice was having that. Having that monorail access over to Magic Kingdom. 5 minutes we were there, especially for those early opening mornings at 7 a.m.
Right.
If we'd been at a moderate somewhere, we would have needed to be at the bus stop at, I don't even know, maybe earlier than 6 a.m. But as it was, we hopped on the bus at 6:45, or hopped on the monorail at 6:45, and we were there before it opened, so we were good.
That's
so
one
that
of the
part really spoiled me.
The location too of the deluxe. And so how'd the split stay go for you? Switching rooms?
It was fine. We've done that several times before. It especially now. In addition to my sophomore and my middle schooler, I have a 3-year-old, so he makes it a little more difficult as far as the amount of stuff that we have to bring with us and pack up and move. But it all went smoothly, and it was nice just to have sort of a different perspective. And we did sort of all of our Magic Kingdom time during our Grand Floridian stay and all of our Epcot time mostly during our Beach Club stay. So we balanced it out to make the most of that.
I like that. That's a great way. That's a super geek way to do it. I like that. That's awesome.
I'm jealous. I want Sarah to adopt me.
Yeah.
Always room for another boy at my house. That's all I've got.
She knows all about that. All right, Erika, where'd you stay? Now, you're there 2 weeks. Did you mix it up?
Yeah, since we go down so often, we try to sort of rotate through the different resorts. I really love all of them for different reasons. You know, it's very stressful actually to make a choice when it's time to really, nail it down, because I love them all. But we were at Animal Kingdom Lodge at Kidani this time, and the reason I picked it was we had been down for Christmas and stayed at the Wilderness Lodge. And that had always been a dream of mine, to actually spend Christmas Eve, Christmas Day at the Wilderness Lodge. I've always wanted to do that. And my kids were old enough, I felt that they were ready to move on from the regular, Christmas morning at home. And we had a fantastic trip. Wonderful stay. The Wilderness Lodge staff was incredible. But I have to say, after spending over a week at the Wilderness Lodge with 2 teenagers in a room with me, I said the next time I go, I need my own bedroom and my own space.
You have DVC?
Yeah. So we stayed at Kidani in a 1-bedroom. That way, the kids had their own room and their own TV and their own bathroom, and they were out of my hair.
So that was the first week. What about you and your mom?
And then Mom and I actually, I booked it very, very last minute. She didn't decide she was coming until a couple of days before I was getting ready to leave, actually. And so it was going to be Easter, and just by some miracle, I found a room at the All-Star Music Family Suite.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Which I had never stayed in before, but Mom and I, we were going to go for like adjoining rooms at Pop Century or something. But, I knew it was going to be really packed because it was Easter. So kind of a guaranteed way to have connecting was the suite. Cause we like to at night, put our pajamas on, watch movies and do, little mother-daughter things. So, actually the family suite worked out really well for us because we each had our own bathroom and kind of our own little private area, but yet we were together. So it was nice.
Yeah. I didn't know they had suites there.
Yeah.
Is that something new or?
They've been there for probably, 5 or 6 years, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that Art of Animation had that. I thought that was the first value to have the suites. So that's good to know.
Yeah. They've, we had a pretty good stay there, and I would recommend it to anybody who was looking for, more square footage, but still at a value price.
Hey, Erika.
Yeah.
Have you stayed at the family suites at Art of Animation? Or no?
No, I have not. The only stay I have at Art, I did stay there actually last fall. I was down for a travel agent trip, and I stayed in a room, the Little Mermaid room.
Yeah.
By myself, which was fine, just for one person. And actually did tour some of the suites. They're adorable. They're really cute. I think it's a great resort for people who have little kids. I was just curious how they compared, how the two, how the All-Star suite compared to the Art of Animation suite. Yeah, definitely the theming is awesome. At All-Star, it's basically 2 rooms that have a section that's kind of knocked out where you can tell it used to be 2 rooms.
Right.
And at the Art of Animation suite, it just feels more like one continuous suite. It just has that sort of theme and feeling that just makes it feel very homey and really cute. They're just really, really cute.
And I think as we start doing these monthly podcasts, one of the themes one of the topics we're going to go into is real deep into where to stay. So we'll definitely dig into that. Look at all of our stays and compare and contrast, all that stuff. So hang in there. We'll get to that in more detail for sure. Now, our favorite topic, Lindsay. What to eat?
Yes.
Now, you guys were there, 24 days. You must have had some good places to eat. Sarah, any highlights in your eating?
We kind of have our favorites that we always do. I think we've talked about this on past podcasts, but Via Napoli is always a favorite. 50s prime time. We always have to hit that one. We did a lot of eating around the world at the Flower and Garden, even though it's not food and wine. And there were a lot of highlights there, lots of good stuff to be had at that, as well as food and wine. So I'd say that's a good time to go to Epcot as well. I think that's about it as far as anything new and notable. We did Teppanyaki again in Japan. That was always good, too. So
no new ones?
I guess we're in a rut.
Yeah, you didn't do any new ones this time. I try to do something new every time I go.
I don't think we did any new dining other than doing the different things at the Flower and Garden show. But that may be the only new place where we ate this time around.
I've had this thought recently. I think I like the Flower and Garden Festival better than the Food and Wine. Is that sacrilege?
I don't think so.
I agree.
With all the food booths there, and
Well, the lines sure are shorter.
yeah, right. I mean, I started thinking about, if you start going through and comparing the two festivals, I think the Food and Wine has got the bigger crowds, which makes it maybe a little worse.
It's more difficult to get around and do everything.
Well, yeah, I started looking at, and I love the smokehouse that's over at the American Pavilion, and they don't have that for Food and Wine. They only got Flower and Garden, right?
Yeah.
The flowers, that's how you say it? I always say it wrong. Topiaries?
The topiaries.
Topiaries. See, I always say it wrong. The women always get me, straighten me out on that one.
It's the most beautiful time of year at Epcot.
I know, it's springtime. I don't know. I like the music that they have.
The flower power shows.
We got to hear the Village people sing YMCA live and in person.
Oh, how cool is that?
And they told us how to do the dance properly, how to do the arm motions properly.
You were trained.
I am.
Trained on the YMCA. Well, I hope you can train me someday, because that's a skill you got to have at a lot of parties or, I don't know, ball games. All right, Erika, where was I? Oh, yeah, what did you eat?
Oh, gosh. We had a lot of great meals. Of course, it's pretty much impossible to have anything we haven't already had, but we do try to force ourselves to rotate, and not eat the same places every time. So this time, it was my birthday that week.
All right.
So I took it upon myself to choose all the dining.
You got the week of birthday choices.
Yeah, I always tell the kids, if they're like, "Oh, why are we eating there?" I say, "Because it's my birthday."
Works for me.
I think the highlight was probably on my actual birthday. We went to Narcoossee's, and that was amazing. It's like one of my favorite places to eat.
That's at the Grand Floridian, right?
Yes. I just love it. The food is always exceptional. It's the service. It's an experience. It's more than just eating. I mean, it's just delicious. And of course, the view of the castle and the fireworks and everything is just amazing. So it's one of my favorites.
And that one's located out near the water, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's kind of that round, pointy building that sort of juts out into the water.
If you come in by the boat, it's right there.
Yes.
Near the dock, the boat docks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great place to eat. I highly, highly recommend it. The kids and I all had lobster, and it was delicious. And
nice.
We don't really get to have seafood in Indiana, so we always order seafood.
Well, in New England we do, so we gotta compare. They do pretty good. I always love the lobster roll that I've gotten at a couple of different places. 3 different places down in Disney World they've had the lobster roll, which has only appeared over the last few years, but it's pretty good. They got some good lobster meat in there. Good size, good chunks.
We did a dinner at Hacienda, which is another one I love because you can watch illuminations while you dine, which is really fun.
Nice.
My oldest son is very sensitive to fireworks. He doesn't like the loud booms.
Boom.
So I think the very first time he actually saw the entire Illuminations show was when Hacienda opened. He had never seen the entire show because he usually runs away.
Oh.
So I almost like get teary just thinking about it because I just remember the first time he actually got to sit there and enjoy it, and it was really special. So I like to eat there, and we also did a dinner at Sci-Fi, which is one of my favorites. I just think it's really cool and just a fun way to eat.
And I get mixed. I love that place, and Lindsay, I don't know, we get mixed reactions from Sci-Fi.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites. I actually don't really care for Sci-Fi.
Why not?
I think for me, I take Sci-Fi for what it is, and it's hamburgers and a chocolate shake and onion rings, and that's what we go for. We haven't really tried a lot of the other entrees, so
I don't know.
I just sort of like the whole idea of sitting there in the car, and
I do too. I mean, I always love the drive-in. I love those goofy old sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Maybe some people don't get that.
My problem isn't much with the food. I think the food is actually really good. For just like burgers and stuff, it's actually really good. But I don't care for the atmosphere. I think that's what gets to me. Yeah.
What about you, Brian? What do you think of this?
That's my opinion.
We just did it in October as a family, and I'll have to side with Lindsay. I'm not real. But I do understand where Erika's coming from. For what it is, it's a cool idea. I don't think the food is the greatest. I mean, we went there, and my daughter she was 3 at the time, and she wanted a hot dog, and they didn't have a hot dog on the menu, so we had to, have it, and which wasn't a problem. But I don't know. Maybe if the movies were Disney movies or like snippets of Disney or some of the shorts, it would, I don't know. But my kids, it was cool for the first 10 minutes. And then after that, they were like,
now your kids are little too. They're young.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, guys. Here's another question. What about, you guys hit the drinks? Any good drinks?
Oh yeah. How about
Tell me a good
Grey
drink.
Goose slushy from France?
How about right now? I could go
That's
for
a
one.
favorite.
We had a hard time. Actually, I think that booth was not open when Mama and I went by early on. I think we did go right. Maybe we did that particular time when we did Epcot, Lindsay, when you weren't with us.
Yeah.
And that booth wasn't open yet.
It's open now.
It was like it hadn't opened up yet. Like it wasn't open at 11 a.m.
Oh yeah, you might be right. I don't know what time they actually open, but
we ended up having a limoncello, I think it's called, over at Italy. It's like their lemon margarita, which was it was okay. It was good. I mean, it was not as big as, of course, the perfect margarita in Mexico, but. How about Sarah? Do they allow you to have a drink or two?
So my friend Laura and I hit Trader Sam's.
Oh, yes. This is a good time to mention that.
Yes, it is time. I figured drinks that led into it. We actually took my son Charlie with me. Until 8 p.m., you can take children under 21 into the actual Trader Sam's inside part. We were concerned about crowds, so it opened, I think, at 4, and we walked over from the Grand Floridian. Got there about 3:45. There were maybe 8 or 10 people in front of us in line. But I think the inside capacity is 50 people. And I think by the time they opened it up at 4, there were 50 people sort of lined up outside. I think it filled up the whole inside on the first wave of people. So we figured it was 5 o'clock somewhere. And the thing that disappointed me is that one of our goals was that we wanted to take home, one of the souvenir cups, glasses, whatever that the drink comes in. But there were only, at this point, like 3 or 4 drinks that they had enough of the things that they could send it home with you.
Oh, yeah. That was disappointing.
Yeah.
I wanted the Nautilus. That was my goal. Of course, I've heard that drink is like $40 with the take-home souvenir glass, or that's what it's going to be. So I'm not sure that
Wow, what's
that?
that?
Would have been in the budget anyway.
Why is that? What's so special about that?
I think it's the cup itself, the Nautilus-shaped drinking vessel.
It's expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, the one I ended up with the pearl, and it's plastic, so I think it was $16, including the souvenir cup. But the Nautilus, I think, is probably made out of some sort of stoneware or something. I don't know that it's plastic, but I guess it's just more elaborately made.
Sounds
and
like
that's
gold.
Just the rumor I've heard. I'm sorry?
Sounds like it's made of gold.
Yeah. It may be. I think they know it's going to be popular.
Wow.
So the drink was good. It was strong, but it was good. And the best thing is that each drink has a different effect. So if you're inside Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, you order the drink and there's an effect that takes place in the room. You've probably seen some of these on YouTube or on Facebook as people have been there. But the pearl is kind of basic. There's a clamshell behind the bar that opens up and they get the little pearl cup out of it and they make your drink. But then there's some other more elaborate effects. It really reminds me of the Tiki Room. Some of the storm effects and things that happen in there with different drinks that you order. We didn't have anything to eat in there because we were going to dinner at 5 over at Grand Floridian, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to spend there. But it was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend trying to get in there if you can. And then the tiki patio that they have outside also looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think that's a good place to stop if you can get in there.
Yeah, I guess I'm really concerned with a long wait, but you're saying if I get there like a little bit before they open, I'm in good shape.
Yeah, you got to rope drop it.
And that's what we're definitely planning. That's going to be a must do, and we're going to get there early. We do that a lot anyway for dinners or drinks or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For restaurants, we always beat the crowd.
We're ready for a drink at 4:00.
Yeah.
We'll be set, Lindsay.
It'll be hot. It'll probably be hot. We'll be
I highly recommend the Hippopotami Mai Tai. That's the one I had, and it was great.
Ooh.
Oh, so you got a chance to get in there too, Erika?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you go with your mom?
No, I actually went by myself.
Oh, I'm sad.
Because it was the day that the kids had left that morning and my mom wasn't coming in till that evening. And I just had some time to kill and I thought, heck, I'll go over there and check it out.
Yeah, good place to kill time if you got to go somewhere by yourself.
And I actually ran into some people that I knew, some other bloggers and stuff. So I felt like, hey, it was just like coming home to friends.
Oh, cool. I was just chatting before we got on the podcast with the Carmichaels, who are listeners. Big shout out to you guys. I was excited to learn that they're going to be there when I'm there in August for one day. So, yeah, that's always fun to meet up with people. And I'm excited about that. I'm wondering, I'm a big guy. Lindsay knows this. Whenever I'm on vacation, I like to buy the beer mug.
Yes, the beer glass.
The beer glass. I've got a collection of beer glasses. Like I have the one from ESPN that's frosted. That's really nice. This last trip I got the Rose and Crown, and I've broken several over the years.
So they replaced them. You replaced them.
Yeah,
The collection
maybe
stays
plastic.
the same amount, but we replaced them.
But do they sell what? Yeah, I know some of the specialty drinks have a mug, like a plastic thing, but do they have like glassware too to buy with your drinks? With the beer?
Mine was glass, and I chose to take it home.
Okay. And what kind of drink was that?
Yeah. That it was a Mai Tai, and the cup was sort of it's hard to explain, sort of a bowl shape, and it said Trader. The main reason I wanted it because it said Trader Sam's.
Yeah, that's the whole.
Yeah.
Very heavy glass, like a jar almost, and I felt like it would probably survive the plane flight, and it did.
Yeah, I like,
Nice.
in the Polynesian, they have a frosted, looks like a tiki, kind of a heavy mug. I always wanted to get that. I never have. But that's, that's kind of one I would like to buy. Yes, that's awesome. And now Trader Sam, do you guys know who Trader Sam is? Lindsay,
Anyone?
No.
From the Jungle Cruise, right?
No?
Yeah, he's
thank you.
the head salesman at the Jungle Cruise.
He's the head salesman, right?
Head salesman and head salesman.
Okay.
Slice or dice it.
What's that?
And you slice or dice it.
Perfect. All right. Well, any other drinks that stand out? Any good bars or lounges to hang out?
I'll give a shout out to the to just the whole World Showcase as far as drinking. If you want to drink, that is your place, because I don't think I've ever had a bad drink anywhere. I really like the little bar in Italy called Tutto Gusto.
Yeah.
And the staff in there, they are so nice, and they'll let you try things and taste different wines and champagnes, and just, I don't know, it's just really fun. And of course, Rose and Crown is great, and La Cava in Mexico is phenomenal.
I agree.
I think that's probably my favorite place to just, on a hot day, just head in there, get some chips and guacamole and a pineapple margarita. So delicious.
Oh, yeah. We were just, Lindsay and Mom and I were talking about, we did the after hours over at the Italy.
After Gusto.
Yeah, after that. And I want to second what you were saying. The staff was awesome. Remember, Lindsay? And
I know. Our waiter was fantastic.
Yep, talking about the different... What did he say he wanted to make wine?
He wanted to be a wine...
maker.
Like expert.
Yeah, so he was learning wines there, and when he went back to Italy, he wanted to, I don't know, do something in wine. I remember him saying, so we got into an argument of, okay, if we do that again when I'm there in June, what would we do? Because I think Italy would probably be the best one to do for that. But
I did the wine down at Rose and Crown, and it was actually really good.
Did they have wine?
No, it's the they give you. That was the first time I'd ever had the Scotch egg. Have you ever had that? It's like a hard-boiled egg, but it's like fried on the outside.
Oh,
I don't know. It was really good. So, as part of your wine down choice, they bring you the flight of different beers and then the different samples of the food. And it was really good. Really good. And I actually tried all the beers, even though normally I'm just a light beer person. And I did try some of the darker beers, and they were actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like the English beers. Did they have cheese plates there?
Yeah, there was cheese on it. It's all just set. I don't think you get to make a choice. I think it just comes with like a set amount of things. It's hard to remember. It was like a year ago.
Yeah, it's the price.
We did it.
Yeah, it's like, I want $35, so it's a little pricey, but you're right, it's a flight and like a plate. Because I remember we had, Lindsay, you and I got cheese plates, I believe, with the wine flight. Mom got champagne, I think, flight or something with
Mom got
desserts.
The dessert wine flight, and she got desserts, like little glasses of desserts.
And we shared it all.
Yeah. I actually had a vegetable plate because I got the vegetarian one.
That's what it was. Yeah, so we kind of shared it all around. That was fun. All right. So you guys have any questions for the trip goers? Lindsay?
Did you guys buy anything nice? Any souvenirs?
Is that a trick question?
Why, are you a shopper?
Oh, I'm terrible. I'm one of those. I'm like embarrassing. When I get on the plane, I have like so many plastic Disney bags. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm like taking up 3 overheads.
The bag lady.
You'd think after all these trips, I'd finally have everything, but it just seems like every time I go down, there's more cool stuff to get.
You see something, anything sticks.
So, what were your highlights? Would you say?
I'd say my highlight was probably the new Pandora store there on, there's that jewelry store on Main Street that has the new Pandora section.
Yep.
That was new for me since I was there at Christmas. And I splurged for the limited edition Cinderella's Castle bracelet, which is beautiful. I think I've worn it every day since I've been back. And probably the other coolest thing I got a new Alex and Ani bracelet. I've been collecting those now. I got that at Downtown Disney, but I'm a sucker for anything Disney. I have a problem. I need an intervention. I need help.
They have everything.
You should see our collection of mugs.
Yeah.
So I have never open the closet in my guest bedroom because it is stacked to the ceiling with plastic resort mugs. I have them going back to I have Dixie Landings mugs. I have so many mugs.
You know you're a Disney geek when you open up a cupboard and those mugs come flying out all over the floor.
I know.
That's us. We have a cupboard like that. All right, Sarah, did you buy anything?
I had made some similar purchases. I also enjoyed the Pandora shop at Main Street and staying at the Grand Floridian. I left all the boys in the room and I hopped on the monorail and I said, I'm going shopping. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I sped over there on the monorail and ended up with one of the Minnie Mouse bow rings, and then also got a couple of Alex and Ani bracelets. So I was happy with those purchases. And again, I don't know, we must be very similar, Erica, because I also ended up with 2 Turvi from the Grand Floridian that were resort specific. I love the resort specific merchandise.
Agreed.
And so I added those to my collection.
Yeah,
I'll
do
be
too.
staying at the Grand Floridian this summer, so I'll have to check out what they've got. I haven't stayed there in a couple of years, so I'm excited to get back over there. It's definitely probably one of my top 3
Resorts?
resorts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say it's Grand Floridian and Polynesian and Yacht Club.
Nice.
Those are my 3 favorite.
Hey, Brian, you got any questions for the ladies?
Yeah, let me know next time you go. I have a shopping list. Things you can get for me.
Lindsay just got me a really cool thing that I have on my desk. It's a Orange Bird Vinylmation. And you can only get it if you're annual pass holder, Lindsay, I think it was?
Yep.
He is really cute, and I think he's my favorite Vinylmation. He makes me happy, the little Orange Bird. I like that. All right. And Lindsay's always, she is the sweetest daughter in the world. She's always sending me stuff. I got my new t-shirt, the Haunted Mansion t-shirt with the Hitchhiking Ghosts, and my new World Showcase mug with all the little food and drink on. It looks just like my t-shirt. I'm loving that.
And I also got, not for you, but Mom got the new Flower and Garden Festival t-shirt, the one with the Sorcerer Mickey topiary on it. And I also got Mom one of the new Haunted Mansion wine glasses.
Right.
That has the Gracie Mansion logo on it.
Yes. And you were showing me that the Smokehouse has its own t-shirt over there.
Yes, it does, which I apparently have to get for you.
They probably won't be there when I get there. It'll be all gone.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry.
I had to grab one of those. I had to grab that cute Flower and Garden Festival Minnie Mouse t-shirt. I thought that was so cute.
Yeah.
I was thinking I'm going to make a picture of all my mugs in the order that I like them the most. And the food and wine mug, at first when I looked at it, I kept looking at it all week and I'm going, I don't know if I'm going to get that. I don't know if I like that design, but it's a nice big size. I like the shape of it. And now, you know what? I think it's my favorite, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm digging that one. Maybe sometimes the newest one gets more love, but
Kurt, have you ever done the German challenge?
the German challenge. No, what is that?
Well, you'll have to. I won't spoil it for you. Just when you're at Epcot, go to Germany and go up to the bar, the one that's sort of right across from the Caramel Kucha, and tell them that you want the German challenge.
That's awesome. Thanks for the surprise. I think I'm up to the challenge, I must say. Especially in Germany. You know, I got a little bit of German blood. I married into some German blood. I better be up to the challenge. Although, you know, I got to say, I'm not into I don't know that I'm a big fan, Brian, you can tell me, but the grapefruit beer.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Dude, people love it. I
want to try it. I haven't tried that
It's
yet.
so good.
I might give it another try. I always say, maybe this is in my head, but I'm not a big fan of fruit in my beer.
I think it's girly. It's kind of girly, yeah.
Well, thanks for standing up for me.
That's probably why you don't like it. See, I'm on your side.
All right, I'm macho. You know what can I? That's true. I want the dark beer, the big.
Yes. Leave those fruity beers to the girls.
Let the girls have the fruity beers. I'll finish the liter of dark beer. Thank you very much. And then I'll have another. Okay. Hey, so any special moments, you know, I guess they call them pixie dust moments for you guys that jump out?
I had an incredible pixie dust moment at Christmas. It wasn't, of course, that was 2 trips ago, but I'll tell you about it anyway.
Yeah.
We actually had a cast member at the Wilderness Lodge who decided that as a Christmas present to our family because I think he could tell that my kids were really stressing me out.
That happens, right?
Yeah, you're remembering now how I told you about why I chose Kidani for the second trip.
Yeah.
They actually gave us the connecting room next to us for the end of our stay so that we could spread out and have some peace.
How did they notice that? This was people.
I love to talk and get to know, like we were up on the club level. And so I love to talk and get to know all the cast members. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like a sense of family with them. Maybe I'm annoying them. I don't know.
No, trust me. Cast members love to talk to guests.
Yeah, I love to talk. I love to talk to cast members, and I want to find out, why they work there and how they work there. And of course, in the back, I'm taking like mental notes about how I'm going to work there someday. But yeah, I think he could tell it was Christmas Eve, and I was particularly frazzled, and he said that Santa Claus had a special present for us and gave me the key to the room next door, and I was like, this is the best Christmas ever.
Wow, it was just a deluxe, no, so that was at the lodge.
It was just another room, standard room
Connected?
That was next door to ours, but it was empty, and
wow.
There wasn't anybody, that was going to be staying there for Christmas, and so we ended up with 2 rooms.
So how did he know that? I mean, did he kind of just like lay it right on you, like?
They might have just saw that they had the room available, and they were like, "Oh, let's just give it to these people."
But you said you were at the concierge level though at the time, right?
Right. Yeah. So when you're on club level, there the cast members sort of stand at like a desk area that's really close to the lounge and like the seating. So you kind of end up just, shooting the breeze and getting to know everyone. And I think they could just tell that I was getting a little stressed out with my teenagers.
But he must have been looking for somebody. He must have been somewhat prepared. I don't know. How did he know? Did he have the system in front of him?
Well, now you're ruining the pixie dust because sometimes you just have to accept the pixie dust.
I know. Maybe it's just a Christmas.
Questioning it.
Sounds like Santa Claus.
Question the pixie dust.
I'm not going. I just think it's
magic.
awesome.
It was Christmas magic.
It was.
Kurt.
I agree. There's no explanation. It's just a miracle.
Yeah, it was really cool. And it was just for the last couple of nights, but it just made it really special because anytime at Disney something like that happens, it just reaffirms the whole reason why you're going there over and over and over again.
Yes, that brings you back. Now, Sarah, any first times or celebrations or stories from you from this trip?
Well, we were celebrating my oldest son's 16th birthday. He actually turned 16 in March, but like I said, can't just pull him out of school for that. So we saved it for this trip. First time things we did, we went to an Atlanta Braves spring training game. It was the last one of the season there at ESPN Wild World of Sport. So that was fun. It was very hot.
Yeah.
very hot, but it was fun.
I'm a big baseball fan, and who were they playing? Do you remember?
They were playing the Orioles.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was good. And my husband is a much bigger baseball fan than I am, and he said it looked like pretty much the regular Braves team at that point. So that was pretty neat to get to see.
Yeah, they're usually playing at least the first few innings.
Yeah. By the time we left, because we were about to die of heat stroke, they had put in, the bench. All those starters and big people were out. But that was a neat thing.
Cool.
Just little, goosebump moments like riding Big Thunder Mountain with the bigger boys the first night we were there and watching Wishes on the roller coaster, little things like that just, that all add up to make Disney the magic that it is.
All the usual stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. I got a couple of minutes left here. I'm gonna give you a little question. This is something. So thanks for the trip report. Anything else you want to add that you can think of? No, I got a question for you, for the experts, because I'm always getting questions from people, and this is what I want you to think about. I had someone ask me who's going down in a couple of weeks. They've got a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, family of 4, boy and girl, and they don't have any meals planned, which they're probably out of luck for some stuff, but still the question is they don't want to do any character meals because they're feeling like the kids are a little too old for that now. And they've done them before, and they really don't get their money's worth out of buffets. So they don't want to eat any buffets. and no signature restaurants. So with those caveats, what would be your top 3 restaurants? They only want to do 3 table services for the week that they're going. What would be your top 3? And you know what, Brian, you haven't had a chance. I'm going to throw that one at you first. What would be your 3?
I'm going to go with, I know I was thinking about one earlier, but I'll say something different, because since if it's a last minute trip, they may not get the best ADRs. I was thinking about maybe the River Roost Lounge at Port Orleans, where Yeehaw Bob is.
Oh.
And maybe you could just do like just order a bunch of appetizers in the lounge. You know, they have like nachos and buffalo wings and breaded crawfish and shrimp and things like that. I think they have some kind of prime rib too.
And I saw he just had an anniversary or something? I think I saw it out there on Facebook or something. But he's like a little jokes and singing kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's really family friendly. It's for all ages. I mean, I know you think lounge that it might be, just for adults, but it's really not. I mean, you could take small kids in if you wanted to, but that would probably that's one that I thought might be kind of fun for the kids because they're a little bit older. So,
good one.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta give me 2 more.
Oh, geez, 2 more. How about, I don't know what the daughter might think, but T-Rex Cafe at Downtown Disney may be fun, especially if their son is into dinosaurs. We just ate there last October, and it was really good. I mean, I'm always thrown off by like Rainforest Cafe and places like that, because I just don't think that the food is on par with typical Disney. But I was really impressed with T-Rex, and I thought it was a fun environment, and the food was good. And I guess for number, I don't want to put them in order, I guess. So I guess my third one would be my original thought, which was 50s Prime Time.
Yep.
That's, peanut butter and jelly milkshake. End of story.
Yes, I think that's a perfect one. All right. How about Sarah? What do you think?
I'm going to go with 3 that I think they might still have a chance of getting into. They're not necessarily my top choices, because 50s would probably be my top choice too.
Yeah.
But I would say maybe Splitsville at Downtown Disney and do the bowling and dinner.
Ooh,
good one.
You guys are good.
Yeah, we had dinner there with several other agents over Easter that we all happened to be eating there, and the food was very good, so I think that's a fun place. Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge is fun at dinner time and good food as well. Even do breakfast there, so depending on what their schedule looks like. And my third one, I'm gonna say Sanaa at Animal Kingdom Kidani, because you can see the animals, you can watch those, and also get a good dinner, unless they're really picky eaters, and then that might not be the best choice. But if they're not on the dining plan, the kids menu might have something for them too that they could kind of substitute.
Yeah, and actually, they're going down with, it was funny, they're going with a group that's doing a dance. This is with a dance group, and they were not able to do the meal plan.
Oh, yeah.
And it was funny, I told them there's also someone else that works with us who's going in the same dance group, and he didn't even know it. So I got two co-workers going. All right. Let's go. Erika, what do you think?
Well, when I first started thinking about it, I wasn't really thinking about the timeline with only having 2 weeks, because that's really going to affect probably where they're going to go.
Yeah.
If they could have anything they wanted, and time wasn't an issue, we love Be Our Guest, which, of course, you'd have to probably have a miracle to get it now.
Right.
And same with Ohana. That was another one I thought of. But if I erase those, because those are probably not going to happen, I would probably go Teppanydo in Japan, because my boys think it's the greatest thing on earth. They will eat there every single trip and never get sick of it.
Because you get a little show. You get the little Iron Chef show, right?
Oh my gosh, they are obsessed with the show, but they love meat. They're just huge carnivores. So to them, it's like, just give them a big plate of meat and they're happy as clams. And then another cool thing that we've kind of started this tradition of doing on every trip is we go to the Fork and Screen at the AMC downtown Disney, and my kids just think it is the coolest thing in the world to eat dinner and watch a movie.
Lindsay was telling me about that. Yeah.
We don't have
amazing.
anything like that, around here where we live. And so it's just a real novelty to them. And, the food is pretty good. It's not, anything spectacular, but we've eaten there several times and it's always been pretty good. But I think it's just something that's fun and unusual. And sometimes it's nice to go to a movie when you're on vacation because it gives you like one night of sort of downtime where you're not trudging through the park, but you're just, relaxing and taking it easy. And of course, you got to top it off with Ghirardelli for dessert.
Perfect. Oh, you guys are awesome. I told everyone you guys were experts. Those were great. Lindsay, you got some?
Yes, I have my own theory, but I want to back up. So it's not one of mine, but Whispering Canyon is definitely a good one for families.
Yeah.
It's very loud and rowdy, but the kids really get into it, and it's a lot of fun.
You just went there, too.
I just did recently, but that's not one of mine. My choices are going to be not in order. The Plaza on Main Street in Magic Kingdom. Yeah. It's actually pretty easy to get into, and it's right in the middle of all that magic right there. So, and it's decent food. It's pretty cheap, too, which is really nice. Yep. And they have good milkshakes, too.
Yep. A lot of people don't know about that.
My second one is Via Napoli in Italy. So because of the pizza, I mean, who doesn't like pizza? And again, it's got a really active, lively atmosphere, which I think is a lot of fun for families.
Open fire pizza?
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
And my last one is actually Beaches and Cream over at the Beach Club.
I love that place too.
And just got such a fun vibe, especially if you end up ordering the kitchen sink and eating it as a family.
Wow.
It's just because you get that fun, the fun food. I feel like, what is it? Just like the sandwiches and the melts and the burgers and fries sort of thing, along with the great ice cream. So.
Well, I thought I had a good list. I'll give you guys mine, but I didn't put that caveat. I'm glad you guys put the caveat of the restriction on a couple of weeks to go and difficulty. And I didn't put that on my list. So mine, I said right on the top of my head was Ohana because of the fun family atmosphere. And that's my favorite restaurant of all time. Don't miss that one. Prime Time. Brian mentioned that one. Also, same kind of family fun. And I also had Be Our Guest. I think that would be fun if you've never done it before. And that was my list. Great job, guys. I'm going to pass those all on to him. And I'm glad you guys put the caveat with only 2 weeks to go. You could do a whole show on what restaurants to go to if you haven't made a reservation then.
And it comes down to luck and crowd levels too, just so you know. So some of them are actually possible at certain times. So you just got to keep an eye out.
All right. Let's finish up. I want each of you guys to tell us where you can be found on the internet in case they're looking to book a vacation for sure. And let's go. Sarah, where can we find you?
You can find me lots of places. I hang out at Facebook a lot, so it's facebook.com/Sarah, LBAC, Sarah with an H. LBAC Travel has a website, so lbactravel.com, and that's, I guess I'm saying that kind of fast, it's LBAC is the name of the travel agency. And then I'm also on Instagram, Pinterest, so lots of places.
I try to put these links on my show notes on the website, too. Geekin on WDW.com. Erika, where can we find you?
I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
My main website is erikamurphytravel.com. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/erikamurphytravel. And if you can just get to one of those places, you can find links to my blog, my Twitter, my Pinterest, everything. Awesome. It's all listed on there.
All right. And Brian?
You can find Mr. Brian at traveltimewithmickey.com, or I'm always on Facebook, Travel Time with Brian. You can, if you follow Curtis on Twitter, I'm always trying to interact with Curtis and help get word out about the show and things like that. So all over the place.
Yes.
And I'll be sure to check out all the other agents too. So
yeah, I hang out on the Twitter, Geekin on WDW. And you can email me. So what I was saying, when we have this monthly roundtable and you want to be a guest and get some really good guest or advice for some experts, and especially if you're new and you're planning a trip, I think that'd be a lot of fun, guys, to have someone come on and just ask us a bunch of questions. You can email us some questions, and then we'd be prepared, or try to stump us. I think that would be a lot of fun, and it would help other people out. You can email me at kurt.stone@geekin.wdw.com. And I started a brand new Facebook private page, guys, and I'm going to let you guys get in it. I'm only going to let people in that have been guests on the show, or there's one other way you can get on there, and I'm announcing now that you can actually support us with cash money. If you wanted to, if you wanted to donate to us, there is a way, an easy way. We have an account on this website called Patreon. That's patreon.com/Geekin on WDW. You can find us directly, or just do us a search. You'll find us. You just start typing, and if you type Geekin, you'll find us. And then hey, if we get $1, Lindsay, I'm going to do the happy dance, and we'll pay our fees. That's the only goal I have out there. That's kind of fun, and we love the 5-star iTunes reviews. Those are greatly appreciated. Brian, yeah, I love when you're always retweeting and our Facebook posts.
I want to see a video of that happy dance, by the way.
Actually, yeah, on the Patreon, you can actually record a video, and I have my tripod ready to go. I'm going to show you what the happy dance
good.
is. You know what it is? It's the churning butter move. That's my signature move.
Happy dance. He's not even kidding, though. Like, that's not like you didn't just make that up.
I didn't just say that. That is my signature.
That's the whole repertoire right there.
I just saw a video. Some YouTube star, and he was dancing around with all the characters down there. He had some good moves. I'm not quite as good as that, but I will dance and be happy. It'll be a lot of fun. And thanks. Hey, guys. I'm so glad you guys joined us for this little round table. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Hello? You there?
Yes. Yes. So much fun.
All right.
I keep it on mute because I keep coughing, or I have kids yelling at me in the background, so I don't want you to have to hear that.
All right. We'll do this again next month for sure. And thanks for going Geeking on WDW with us. We had fun. I hope you did too. And have a great day or evening. Have a nice drive to work. Good night.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Wishes. Dream a dream. Wishes. Set it free.
Hey,
Wishes.
if I don't sing, you got to promise not to sing too. Let the girls sing. Actually, let Lindsay sing. She's a good singer.
Do it, Lindsay.
Sorry, I'm out of commission right now.
Ooh.
Let's see. Where's my stop button? They don't want, so he was asking me about meals. He doesn't want to do like a sit down every night, but maybe 2 or 3 nights. And he doesn't want to do a character meal and no buffets. So the question is, which 3 restaurants would you recommend for a family of 4, a boy and a girl at 10 and 12 years old with those?
Can you say the list again?
So family of 4, 10 and 12-year-old boy and girl, no character meal and no buffet. Which restaurants would you recommend?
I'll think about
50s prime time is always a good one.
Well, you keep it to yourself.
Oh, ooh.
that.
I just gave it away.
That was one of mine, by the way. Yeah, so think about we might come up with the same 3. It'll be funny. That'd be really interesting if you did, actually. All right. Everyone ready?
Ready?
Yep, ready.
Ready to go. Corner looks good. Okay, time for an intro. Remember, make fun of me after. Comments are welcome. All right. Snicker. Right? You can't go right. You gotta go unless you're going for a cronut.
Yeah, that's
the only thought.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, what if I want a snake bite?
where's the snake bite?
Rose and Crown.
Well,
You
hey,
go get your snake bite and then you walk the other way around.
we can argue that point. The only other time I went right was I had lunch reservations in France. A snake bite. I want to do another first. I'm going to be talking about probably. I want to do the Scotch flight at Rose and Crown. That's the other one Mama kept me away from last time. I'm going to do it. All right.